Hello, Internet. Welcome back for another episode of Tales from the Yawning Portal here on the Predators Rejects Twitch channel. I am the DM, Jeff, also known as Kingbashman here on the channel and in chat. Around the circle you see on your screen are my players who each week continue to show up to subject themselves to this particular form of pain and torture. And thanks for the resub, Lone Wolf. And I continue to thank them every week because it makes me happy. Anyway, and Jaff too. I will go ahead and let the players introduce themselves and we'll recap where we left off last week while I try to remember where we did.
So many subs.
I don't know.
We have a
Great
hype
man.
train in the chat.
No, we do.
Holy crap, that didn't take long.
Hype.
Hop train.
Hype train.
Let's hype these intros, people.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Huxley, and tonight I'll be playing Zosimos Becky, Paladin of Helm, hailing from the distant land of Chult.
Good evening. I am Loco 1956, also the same in chat. I play Judas, a nefarious rogue.
I am Caleb. I am playing Inquisitor Enoth Berthold, human paladin of Helm.
My name's Alex. I play Verm and another character that'll probably get introduced into this session. Verm's a Goblin Ranger. That's it.
I'm Sam, or Lone Wolf in chat. I play Acolyte Rowan Bertolt, older brother to Enoth, and I am a Tempest Cleric / Storm Sorcerer.
Hey everybody, I'm Mandy. I'm an illustrator. You can find me all over the internet at the Mandy. I'm also a member of the TPK Games staff, and I will be playing the Kenku Death Cleric Clipper.
And as I already mentioned, I'm King Bashman here on the channel, and I'm the dungeon master for this particular Pain Train campaign. And yeah, let's see, where did we leave off last week? The current iteration of this party had been tasked and brought together to, holy moly. Brute Man, thanks for the cheer. Do you want to break that up into other stuff or yeah, just yeah, put it in the chat. How you want that to go? What was I saying? Oh, they had been tasked and brought together to basically venture down to where Zosa had last heard that her friends and former party companions had ventured off to in search of some missing weapons, in sort of a rescue effort, if you will. They successfully neutralized the threats, only for another one to kind of emerge as one of the existing party members. There was some strife there, and amongst a bunch of the talking and interrogations, it was discovered that some outside nefarious powers may have been at play due to a lot of things just not adding up, and Zosa is under the impression that some higher power, if you will, or something or someone is toying with her. And that is pretty much where we left off, and that is where we will pick back up. So have at it, guys.
a really quick point of order. Bruteman said he wanted me to pick. Of course you did, Bruteman. How about we just do inspo for all the players and a healing potion for the party? Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Most bang for your buck.
Damn it, that's combat tracker. There we go.
Everyone gets inspiration except for Ben.
He just has permanent inspiration.
Too late. I've already clicked the button. It cannot be
Oh,
undone.
you can't
On what,
take
this
it
one
back
or
now.
just this sheet?
It's a bug in Fantasy Grounds. I can't undo it. Just can't.
Yeah.
It's permanently there now.
I
Forever.
can only undo it when I use it.
There is a extra potion of healing in the party sheet.
We can all sip and take one of the 1d4 points.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Chill a little
Pass it
sip.
around.
I mean, most of us are like religious, so it kind of makes sense to just pass the wine around.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, yes, healing potions.
Here you go, Torrent.
Mm-hmm.
We like.
Exactly.
Who had that sound effect at the ready? That was great.
That wasn't a sound
I wasn't a sound effect.
That was an actual bottle.
Holy moly. Oh, I thought somebody like put some money into Sirenscape.
Nope, that's just Bash.
Jesus.
Nope, that was me.
Bash. He's always prepared for this bit every time.
That was just me. Sometimes I prefer the practical sound effects.
If it doesn't sit on his desk, it's probably under it, is my best guess.
He really is a cleric of Caden Kaylee.
He's a water-cooled PC that just has it going through it the whole time.
Red wine.
Yeah.
Genius.
Processor.
Perfect.
Yep. So, anywho's, I believe we left off with the party finally getting a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe.
Finally.
And just to make sure, I'm
needed.
just gonna
It
click
means
it
those
again.
just had our conversation.
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
what
say
needs to
because
happen.
you did the long rest, then we did the flashback for the combat stuff. So yeah, resetting it now was the right thing to do. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
So,
We're up.
mechanical point, Judas and Enoth, reduce your max HP by 5 because your aid spell is worn off.
Yeah, I never put that on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think.
Well, you never got hit in the combat, so good for you.
That is fair.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
It may have disappeared from the tracker because of the long rest as well.
I know I deleted it manually just now.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Mm-hmm. In the fog cloud on Acolyte Rowan.
Yeah, I suppose that can end.
No.
We look and the fog is just getting bigger and thicker. Like I'm concentrating.
I'm concentrating on it.
It's a 24-hour concentration spell.
Mm-hmm. So you all managed to finally get your long rest in this room after discovering the two fallen bodies of Band-Aid and Talmir. What do you all do?
Zosa will consult with Clipper and ask if we can perform a quick funeral for this other one. This must be Talmir. I don't know if it was explained to
Yeah,
Zosa.
it was.
Okay.
I
Right,
explained it, that we met both Visman and Talmir.
He may have been troubled in his ways, but he deserves the respect of a funeral. He died in combat, and not against us, like the other one. We can give him that respect, at least, before we move on.
Clipper nods. You can't see any expression, obviously, because of the mask, but Clipper nods, like, pretty vigorously, like, yeah, I'm totally going to help you with this. Pretty enthusiastically.
And Talmir's body is probably ruined with age as well.
So,
Well, we said before that aging
Oh,
dead
yeah, that's right,
bodies
that's
isn't the
right.
same in here. It would
Mhm.
normally be.
Because of the
forgot about
magic, the like atmospheric magic
Is-
of this place.
Is this place just like a stone room, or is there like furniture or like rocks or anything? Is there any dirt and we can like bury him in?
In this particular room, no. It's mostly stone minus the floating waterway.
You could take him outside. Where he buried Borg in the end.
Yeah.
Zos is thinking about moving these bodies through the treacherous, obstacle course all the way back out. Do we have a way to transport something as big as two bodies? Two very large bodies like that?
Did it before.
Yeah, we had help.
We can. You just want to hand wave it and say we move them outside, or do you want us to go through the motions through those hallways?
I'll say if you all can take your time and manage to drag / carry, get them out.
Oh, but we have a new way to go, right? We have that new passageway. I don't have the
Yeah.
map in front of me. I had to restart my program.
If we're deciding that our characters are staying down here.
Well, Clipper does have that key, so it could be another way. I don't know. We haven't scoped it out yet. We've just looked and seen that it's a hallway. For all we know, it could be a shortcut.
Did the key open up the secret hallway?
Yeah. It's a magic key. It's just like the one that not just like the one. Remember Camilla had the dagger key? It works just like that. You just in the wall.
So is this hallway something that Clipper created using the key, or like I'm not understanding?
It was there already. There was like an outline of a door on the wall, if I'm recalling correctly.
They showed up because she
And
had
this
the key. Or he.
Yeah.
Okay.
It came from what's his head?
Bluto.
That guy. I almost said Bruno. Close enough. Bluto. It came from him. He had it on his belt.
Well, I don't really see us being able to move the bodies through the water.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
But there were kayaks.
The kayaks are. Oh, I thought we left them in the other room, like the first room, and then after that, like you go through the water tunnel thing, and then you pop out in the place where we got ambushed.
Ash, is this map to scale? Because if that's true, then this little water channel isn't that far apart, like shore to shore.
Well, this is a floating water channel. You can walk under it.
It's like a
Yeah.
floating tube of water.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
then we could carry the bodies across to the other side. If we would just walk
Well,
over
and
it.
Talmir died over there. I think Loco did too. Band-Aid. Both died on Judas's side as is.
Can I get a map push when you have a chance? Oh, yes, this black void. Oh, no, wait, it works. Awesome. Nuking it did the trick. Yeah. Well. I wonder where that goes. We could
Let's explore real quick.
leave the bodies
Clipper-
for the time
Clipper
being. Take a look.
Clipper has already tried to get the party once to get everybody to look at it. Even before we rested, Clipper was like pointing down the hallway, like, "Hello, let's go this way." So
Yeah. And Rowan suggested the long rest first. That's why we didn't explore it right away.
Yep.
So let's, now that we're rested up, go ahead and we can leave the bodies here for a time being. And if people want to stay back and watch them, they can, and we can scout ahead.
If we can find a way around this water channel, I would prefer not to get their bodies drenched. And who knows what troubles may lie on the other side. It may not loop around to the room where the boats were. It would be safer for us to go by foot for now. I am not the best swimmer. Not in this, and she clunks her armor.
Clipper kind of shuffles over to where the door was and looks up at Judas for a second and then opens the door.
The door that magically appeared before you opens up, and you see a narrow corridor that extends out about as far as you can easily see. It's very, very hard to make out the back end of it, but you can tell it ends like there's a wall there. You can just barely make it out, and then it sharply turns to another direction.
Sorry, the dog was freaking out. I'm gonna lead the charge because I'm all about exploring. I'm all about this. So Clipper is.
I'm
Zosa
gonna
will
cast
be
Pass Without a Trace.
right behind you.
Yeah, I definitely want to stealth down the corridor. I don't know how far Pass Without a Trace is, so I don't know if I'm in that bubble or not.
30 feet.
30 feet from me.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm within that range. I was gonna say, so it's stealth. Oh, you get plus 10 to stealth. Okay.
Yeah, I'm putting the effect on you guys.
Okay, so I'm definitely trying to stealth down actively. So
Okay.
31. As I streak down the hallway like a little shadow burb.
Yeah, I figured so much.
Silently.
So to roll that.
All right, let me roll contested rolls. Okay.
Jesus.
We hear a faint fluttering of wings.
I don't like that. Yeah, just a little feather.
Little
Can you make
bird
Visma roll a
wings.
perception check?
Those are made in the tower. I've already made
Yeah.
those arrangements.
I have incredible perception, so feel free to ask me, Jeff. Feel free. When I get to where it turns, I stop
Okay.
What's
You stop.
because
What's
I can see this, correct?
I was about to ask about the light and vision
Yeah.
situation because Torrent, I think he's still in the party and he doesn't have any dark vision. We also have
I
two
don't
Neither
think
does.
I don't think
yeah.
Kenku do either, but Clipper doesn't care.
Rowan almost has a permanent light spell cast on his shield.
Okay.
Okay,
Enoth carries a glowing sword.
cool. Stay back. So when we get to where it turns off, I just want to like can I stealthily peek around the corner to make sure there's nothing there? Or are you just going to want me to do like perception to see if I see anything there?
No, you can peek around the corner. Problem is if you peek around the corner, I mean, you won't be able to see anything because it's dark.
Yeah, I
Even
think Zosa might whisper in your ear. Zosa might whisper in your ear, like, allow me to take the lead. I can see in the dark better than you, it seems.
Clipper will kind of ruffle a little bit, but shuffle to the side.
Please take no offense. This is for your own safety. And
They
so
listen.
Zosa will shuffle forward, and she will ready in action to fire on hostiles, and she'll peek around the corner.
All right, you peek around the corner, and you see that the corridor extends this particular way. Pretty much just to the limits of your dark vision, but it continues going forward. You don't
She'll-
notice anything in the pathway.
She'll scoot back, and she'll whisper, Vam, come forward. I need your eyes. Make sure the way is safe for us, if you can. We do not want to get caught by any malicious traps or hardware here. I will be right behind you. As always.
I will peek my head out and look. Or did you want me to roll out in the tower? I can still if you want.
What, perception? That's fine. I
Yeah.
mean, you notice that there's a wall at the end of the corridor.
I mean, I'll move down it. It's gray for me, like it's not revealed per se, but I'll just go down it, I guess.
Zeus is following.
Clipper is also following. Swift like ninja.
You get to the end of the corridor, Verm, and the wall feels like solid rock.
I'll look back to Birdman.
Birdman.
Burb. Can I-
Burb boy.
Can I see the key?
Clipper will think for a second and then toss you the key.
Make a
Holding
range
the
attack.
key.
Yeah, right. Just like
Deflect missile.
just like a little underhand toss to make
I
sure
do
you
have-
catch it.
I do have gloves and missile snaring, so
Ooh.
Hey,
Yeah.
perfect.
Fresh
does
here.
the wall seem like less of a wall now holding this key?
When she throws, or when Clipper throws you the key, you catch it and you turn around. The key starts to light up a little, and you start to see like lines start to trace out and outline like a passageway, like an archway on the wall itself, and it opens up as a doorway, similar to the one that you just went through from the other room.
In looking, yeah, I mean, I recognize the hallway, right?
Yeah.
Well, it seems like this is a route to not getting wet. This leads us back to the hallway if we want to bring the bodies this way.
I wanted to make one quick change. During the long rest, Zosa will, if nobody wants it, Zosa will claim the ordinary plate armor that is in the party sheet.
I don't think nobody took that, right? Yeah.
Oh, no. I
Alright.
believe that was Visman's.
No, Visman had Yenia's +1 mithril plate armor.
But before that, I thought he had played.
Visman had half plate, which he still got it.
Oh, okay.
His original was just plain old half plate, which is medium armor. Okay, cool. Zosa takes the plate armor. All right, we can continue.
Awesome.
Do we want to go back for the bodies?
Yeah. Once we determine that this is like a place we've been, then Zosa can rest easy, and we can go back and bring them through the hallway instead of doing whitewater rafting while riding their corpses.
Yeah, that would be yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think Clipper would be super cool with that. As a death priest anyway.
Sorry, you're a grave cleric. Happens all the time.
Yeah, totally.
One in water deep.
Do you need us to roll for anything to move the bodies, or can we say that we do it?
I mean, you can take enough of your time to. It's not that difficult of a thing to do.
Okay. Clipper will take the key back when it's time to do all this, because Clipper is probably too small to carry, like anybody.
Give him.
Might help.
Back the key.
Yeah.
I have a question. Do we have any way to identify magic items in this group?
Let me look. I don't know all my spells. Sorry.
I'm seeing a pair of boots in the party sheet, but I don't know what they are.
We got them from
If they are
Blue.
magical, then I'm just curious about that.
I don't think I have identify now. I thought that was something that clerics could get.
Certain clerics.
Arcana
maybe
clerics.
not Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Or a forge cleric, perhaps. Okay, no problem. I was just curious. Because I think Zosa maybe took some time to just kind of like look through all the stuff, you know? And among the items that she just kind of pulls out from the bag of holding is the other large vial of lycanthropic blood. And she pauses and thinks about Yenia and the struggle that Zosa had trying to convince Yenia to not undergo that lycanthropic experiment. And maybe Zosa got to hear about what happened to Yenia in the end.
Vermin the Short
So-
Rest would have described what happened with the
Yeah.
halfling warrior that showed up in the room that wasn't so halfling-like.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't
well
even
as-
spelled right.
Yeah, it wasn't. As well as
Half a flake.
all the things that happened in the room when Vismond destroyed the metal safe,
Mm-hmm.
and everything that we've encountered up till here, like the metal plates that heated up when Borg walked past them, and
Yeah. Just all this cool stuff that was left behind. I mean, that
I can put some,
lycanthropic blood could
some
come
cool
back.
stuff in there
Right.
too that I have here. I'm not using these, so you can have them.
Oh, sweet. Zosa snatches those up.
Yeah, I figured.
Vismond comes back. He's like, I forgot these. He just snatches them and
God.
walks away again.
Where the hell did he come from?
I'll be on the other side of the dungeon if you need me. Oh, that's hilarious.
But this plastic mace is mine.
For our millions of audio listeners, Verm put a bunch of Playboy magazines back into the party sheet.
Yeah.
Play elf. Yeah.
That at some point was
Yeah.
found on
Play out.
someone's dead body.
Pretty
Okay.
much, yeah.
I believe it was Yen's bodies too, with the fuzzy manacles. That I don't know who took them, but may they rest on Yenia for forever.
Yes. We'll go back and bury them
Yeah.
with her body. It's what she would have wanted.
Yeah. Why did you pull out the Osric accent all over?
I don't know. I've been switching around too much, man. It's getting to me.
The thoughts of Panitz filled his mind.
Thoughts of killing a stage director.
He told me about Panitz, but I am allergic to shellfish.
I think I know what happened to our Osric. Like,
We're gonna have
remember-
to have clips of all of our characters talking about Panitz.
I refuse.
I want to film like fake commercials for Panitz.
I am so in for that.
All right, we grab the bodies. And we keep moving.
Osric is the Selman.
No more vamping. Let's get out of this dungeon.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here, please, for the love of God.
Okay, I'm just gonna fast track this here. You all make your way back outside where you all had some of you had camped before. And by some I mean like two. And yeah. And you venture over to where the graves for Yenia and Borg are, and we'll pick up from there. So, hiya.
Hey, yeah.
All right, so
Start digging a hole.
yeah, we dig the hole. We bury the Playboy magazines with Yenia.
With Yenia.
Are we gonna put Talmir here?
We already buried Yenia.
Yeah, we exhume her grave so that she can
Oh,
be buried
okay.
with the Playboys.
Okay.
We defile the corpse.
Oh my God.
Sounds about right. Make sure she's
No,
still there.
Or is this
The
where we're gonna
worst.
put Talmir down? Like, 'cause I
Yeah.
don't think
Okay.
we're gonna do that for Bandal, but we can dig a grave for Talmir and have a funeral.
Now, Band-Aid we're gonna take to the priestess.
We put him next to the tree where the tree that he chopped down with that giant great axe. Oh, where is that giant great axe, by the way? +2 great axe.
We
Kind of
have
in
it.
the bag of holding now.
Okay.
Upper totally needs a great axe.
Is it in the bag of holding?
But everything that was
Lightning
magical,
strike.
Little
we haven't
not
given
even
Yeah, but it's not,
out.
Paul
it's not
Kingu
actually
with
in the
a
bag of holding,
king.
but it's in there.
Yeah.
The great axe would be bigger than Clipper.
he's wearing like a wrestling championship belt
I
that
see.
gives him
Verm's gonna look and say, "No, this is
Giant strength.
personal," and he's gonna keep it in the bag of holding.
okay. I don't. Am I
There's
missing it?
unfinished business with that great axe that needs to be done.
I must be missing it in the party sheet. I just.
It's not in the actual party sheet.
Oh, okay. Because that's a lot of money too.
Verm's gonna go fucking sell it. Is what he's gonna go do.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm part of what I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure the party sheet is full of all the loot that we're not keeping because we've got a couple extra players.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
there's
think we've divvied stuff out yet.
Yeah,
Mm.
there's a vicious rapier in there, +1 rapier,
Ooh.
a +1 mace.
Ooh.
The obsidian greatsword is staying in the party sheet for all purposes, but
Clipper
Might
just
be-
needs something that's not the crossbow, the light crossbow. I want something.
there's a
else.
longbow in there if you're proficient.
Well,
Mm,
I don't think
I
any
am.
of Yen's weapons are in the party sheet.
I put the vicious rapier in there that you had, but I
Only
don't know
simple
what else you had.
weapons.
I also
I
had a
don't think
rapier
longbow.
+1.
Longbow's not a simple weapon. That's like next tier up, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, so he couldn't.
Yeah.
I can only do simple weapons.
I put a longsword in there.
Cause I am a little burb.
A little burb.
Little
We'd
burb.
also have there's the Wanda Magic Missile and the Wanda Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
Oh hell yes.
The Lightning Bolt one I would like to have dibs on.
That is
That's fine.
thematic to your character.
Yeah.
Can Clipper have the magic missile one?
Sure.
Yay!
I don't
love
know if
that
you guys are gonna
actually
walk
put
out
the
of this with a bag of
magazines-
holding, though.
I love that you actually put the magazines in the sheet.
I've been holding on to those for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. From Vismond, there's a crowbar, Rod of the Pact Keeper, Thieves' Tools, some trinkets. There were 2 of them. Hang on a second. I think I didn't move them all. It's some trinkets that were worth some decent money, and then another healing potion.
Rapier is a simple weapon, right?
Marshall.
Oh, it's
No,
2
it's
pounds.
Marshall.
Okay, never mind.
Damn it. What the hell is simple weapons anymore? I don't remember to look at the list.
Like short swords,
Yeah.
I think
Torrent's got-
scimitars as well.
Torrent's got a dagger that you can have if you want it.
We also, Urkaz had a +1 dagger. I don't know if that went up in ashes too, but
Yeah, what did all the items on Urkaz get vaporized when he died? Or I guess
They
what,
took
he
him
didn't
off
have them, so
before.
presumably they were robbed from him. So we would want to look at his character sheet and see what magic items he had.
Okay, I'll take the mace.
he had a cloak.
Cool.
The spare ring of protection, if nobody wants that, I want to find it.
Does anyone care if I take the +1 mace?
No.
Okay.
No.
Thanks.
Use it wisely. It was band-aids.
Zosa remarks about a friend of hers who may or may not be interested in one of the rapiers back home.
Back home, back
Yeah.
as the new character you're bringing in.
Back new character.
Yeah, I wish I had that privilege.
It's actually a bit of an old character.
Yes.
No. No.
Yes.
We've had this conversation already.
I fully support this decision, please. As long as we can do a monologue about Panitz in the beginning of every
Are you sure that
episode.
Zosa doesn't want to wear the plate armor of vulnerability? It's really good.
Cut to Panitz, Camilla, and Osric are just sitting around laughing, drinking mimosas
Hell yeah. 100%.
on the dock.
They're definitely buddies, for sure.
Well, we met because we were trying to kill Xanathar, and we just, became friends.
Scroll of protection from. Oh, I thought they said friends, not fiends.
Protection from friends. It's vital. That's a very important spell.
Might need that in this group.
Yeah.
Protection from friends.
We're all fighting each other so
Yeah.
much. Protection from ally.
No, we were fighting Bismond.
That's
You
not
gotta-
a friend.
Different.
You gotta roll wisdom saves, or if you fail, then you resist like a healing spell or something that someone casts on you.
Hmm. Smooth wand. That's a name.
We could
What's that?
sell his we could sell a spell book.
Oh, a spell book. Dude, a spell book would be very expensive. Quite, I mean,
He also had some originals in there.
quite frankly, the fact that there's a necromancy spellbook plays so well into Osric's backstory. He already was tempted by a necromancy
Yeah.
spellbook in the previous campaign. And now if you guys come and bring him one where you're like killing people with roses and stuff,
Might be interested.
man. The tome.
Oh, speaking of what did you guys do with Bird in his body?
Who? Oh,
Exactly.
wait, who?
Damn.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that is
Yikes.
true.
Forget about the disgusting cat creature. He was hitting on me. Didn't like it.
You weren't the first and you weren't the last.
Actually, I was the last.
No, you weren't.
Oh, really? That's great.
One of the last, but not the last.
One of them.
Yeah, we can do the same thing with Burden of Chains. We can go grab his body and bring him out along the way as well. Any notes or anything that we'd find? I mean, there's so much backstory that you didn't get to tell, about Burden.
I don't know if you
And the
keep
whole
anything.
episode on it.
Yeah, we did. There's a lot to that tabaxi.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
god.
there
All
was
his
a lot to that
conquests.
tabaxi.
You would just you would find crests like a singular crest. I mean, you can make a history check, I guess, if you want to, but
Zosa's game for that.
I like history
check?
checks.
So,
Um,
not bad.
so you would notice that it's from a monastery,
Oh,
but it's not in Waterdeep.
Is this religious in its nature? Can I try a
No.
religion check? Okay.
It's not religious. I mean, you
A
could.
non-religious monastery.
It's
Kind
more
of like
of
monks.
yeah.
You know, I have a background skill. I don't know if it would really apply here, but Zosa has a background skill for mercenary work.
If you were a past mercenary and you worked in Waterdeep, you would have heard of Burnin in the past.
No, Zosa didn't work in Waterdeep.
No, didn't. Okay, then never mind.
She's trying to work in Waterdeep. She's trying. It's kind of like she's
If you were
unwittingly
looking,
trying to form
looking
a
for-
mercenary company.
if you were looking for work or something upon those lines, you would have heard his name across as he was a noble knight at one point.
But then he did something that was not so noble.
No. And from your experience with him, he didn't act like a noble knight whatsoever.
Yeah, he was rather ignoble.
Yeah.
Interesting. So we find his little black book,
Yes.
and this crest with the monastery's sigil on it.
It's on his armor. It's like on the inside part of his scale mail.
Anything in terms of equipment?
He had a +1 rapier as well.
An extra
Maybe.
+1 rapier?
Yeah, I need to load his character sheet real quick because it's been a minute. Yeah, he had a +1 rapier, and that was pretty much it for magical items.
Mm-hmm.
He had a light crossbow.
Can you throw that rapier into the party sheet too?
I don't have the actual rapier in my inventory. I had it just coded in. So
Oh, okay. In that case, I don't know if Jeff can change the number of +1 rapiers from 1 to 2.
Yeah, just change the quantity.
Yeah. This is riveting television, by the way.
Yeah.
We should have done this 30 minutes ago before getting on air. Well, I guess that's about it then, huh? Yeah, we'll take your body and no notes or anything, right? Oh, we could maybe try and deliver your body to the monastery, and just pass the word along that you fell in battle.
Good.
So we could take him back to Waterdeep, and we could consult like a funerary, director. Maybe ask around with mercenary contacts and find out where the monastery is, and then arrange for your body to be transported safely out that way. And get you blessed, so that your body doesn't, rot.
Yeah.
We would have to move pretty quickly to get to Waterdeep, so that you don't start decaying on the way, because the magic in this mountain, it's stuck in the mountain.
If we were planning on doing that, I mean, over a long rest, I can prepare.
Okay, so like this could be something we could have talked about throughout the night. Like we're all like talking to each other, coming up with these plans. This is all like in retrospect.
Gentle repose. Yeah, I can prepare. It's also a ritual, so I mean.
Sweet. Cool. Zosa doesn't really know what kind of words to say for Talmir. If anybody knew him, we can say something. But I am just doing this as a courtesy to his spirit, because he fell in battle, regardless of his association with Vismond. No one deserves to die in a place like this.
At one point, Vern would kind of say, I didn't know much about him, but he did praise his queen. He talked about her a lot, but I don't know who this queen is.
He did not look like a knight to me. Do you know which land he hailed from?
I failed my religion check to identify this, so if you want to make one, you can.
I'm gonna do that with disadvantage, because it's just not really her area of expertise.
Yeah. Wasn't mine either, obviously.
That's not too bad.
I guess, Sam, you would probably have to tell if that's good or not.
Nope. Clipper is not paying attention.
Rowan would know.
Yeah, he would. I mean, I know out of character, but...
Rowan would explain to everyone a small gist of what the Raven Queen and her ideals are to the party. And that's the sigil of the Raven Queen on his chest as a tattoo.
Wow. What does that look like?
It's
I believe it's sideways head of the raven.
That and feathers is pretty common for Raven Queen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or the symbol of the cloak. The empty cloak.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We stand the Raven Queen in this household.
Zosa will ask if the Raven Queen is an evil god.
That's a loaded question.
She's lawful neutral. I don't know that Clipper knows that.
Yeah.
I think Rowan would with a 20.
Not evil per se, but some regard her as such that don't know her true nature. She respects order and
the cycle of life.
Cycle of life.
Yeah, she rules over life and death.
It is unfortunate that the other one is so misguided. He seems to only desire carnage. It is a shame.
I
tell he is a fierce warrior.
I overheard them taking this obsidian greatsword to their queen as an offering.
Sorry, I've got jets tonight.
but I don't know what that entails, or I don't think this weapon would be appreciated by such a god.
If this Raven Queen wanted the Black Razor, it must be for some nefarious end. I must do what is in my heart. And she looks to Sir Enoth. We must carry on and keep it out of the reach of people who would use it for ill ends. There is viciousness contained within it. It is too dangerous. Far too dangerous.
Well, technically nobody knows where it is currently. They know I have it, but
I think we got to see it in action.
well,
It seemed to drive Sir Bluto to madness. Like he was attacking with like incredible ferocity. He was way stronger.
well, I have
with
two
it.
bag of holdings, and you've only used one. You haven't seen the other one.
What do you mean?
You only see one bag of holding. I have two.
Okay.
If we want to go into out of character, it's buried in my backpack.
Okay. Yeah, as long as it's... Because you and Zosa talked about it. You know, talked about getting it out of the mountain and taking it to a safe place to have it, like, handed off. Is that something Verm agrees to?
Handed it off
Like,
to a specific
Handed off
person.
to safety, like to like clerics who can like analyze it and then put it away.
Verm doesn't trust people at this point about that. He wants to take that to somebody who personally knows he can trust.
Okay.
In which that would be Camilla.
Gotcha. We talked about that too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah, that's I'm not 100% sure that's the plan in Zosa's mind.
Yeah, I mean, we can have different views on that, but that's what Verm wants.
Yeah. Because you've got reasons to not trust Zosa, quite frankly.
Yeah, and the letterhead, the wax seal was of your church.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be from inner conflict. Could be somebody you trust.
Yeah. Could be you.
Could be.
Whoa.
Now shut your damn mouth, Ben. No, just...
Whoa.
You guys turn and look back at the mountain, and somewhere high up on the mountainside, you see a small figure silhouetted against the sky with little horns. It's just watching you.
God damn it, Vesmond.
I'm joking. I'm joking. That didn't happen. That's not canon. All right. Shall we? Have we done all we can?
Clipper patiently waits for the party. Drawing on the ground with a stick or something, probably. No, crossbow bolt. Not even a stick. Crossbow bolt, just straight up doodling in the dirt.
Compulsively drawing little gravestones.
Mm-hmm. Stalls.
Because you're a grave cleric. Get it?
Yep.
Eh?
Speaking of which,
Rip.
little brother that has a brother complex.
Yes.
Did you
You know.
prepare to spell magic?
Did I?
Huh?
Who are you
Enoch,
asking?
I asked you last
He's talking
session.
Enoch.
to you, right?
Enoch, yeah.
Yes. I didn't put it on my sheet yet, but I would have done that.
I also have Dispel Magic.
You have it prepared, or?
I do.
I would ask
Well,
one of you to cast it on Zosa.
That is far more convenient. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Right. Enoch would have told you that he's not able to cast that right now. He's not skilled enough. That's what happened.
Level 3? It is level 3. Do you ask Clipper?
Yeah, I would ask anybody who has it. I'd ask you to cast it directly on Zosa.
When you ask Clipper to do this, Clipper looks to you and says, in child voice again, but why?
There might be things affecting her that are out of her control, that are of the arcane arts, and it's better to prepare for that if it is happening. I'm not asking you to hurt her, nor am I asking you to disable any of her items. I'm just asking you to see if you can separate a bond that might be between her and somebody else.
Is this within earshot of Zosa?
Yes, I would have filled you in on this. I would not do this without your
Oh, okay. Okay, because
approval.
I think last time we talked about it, you didn't share this plan with Zosa like on the previous night. So
No, I would have. I would have said
Okay,
it might be
gotcha.
best.
I think Zosa would
to-
generally agree with the idea.
Okay.
She, Clipper is, Clipper is a cleric. He seems trustworthy, despite the creepy mask and child voice. And Zosa is worried. This letter is making lots of allegations. Zosa has no knowledge of. So
Okay. So if Zosa is cool with it and aware of it, then Clipper won't make a fuss about it, and we'll just do it.
I think beforehand, Zosa will want to cast a spell of her own. She will tell the group, we have been having a problem with trust lately. We have been having a problem from within. I think I know of a ritual which can help. And when she's saying ritual, she doesn't mean like mechanically. Like to her, all of the spells that she casts are just like prayers and religious rituals that make things happen. I want to have your permission to cast a truth-telling spell.
Oh, guard. Thanks for the
Zosa's
raid.
basically asking to subject the party to a spell called Zone of Truth. And when it's cast, it'll last for 10 minutes within a 30-foot radius, or 15-foot radius.
Technically, you can't lie, but you could just not answer the questions, correct?
You've got to succeed
Yeah.
you got to succeed at a will save, otherwise you're unable to lie for a round, and it works like on a round by round basis. If you fail to save, then you don't have to speak. You can try to dance around a topic or something, but you cannot willingly lie. And Zosa will know if you make the save or not.
Verm won't go against it.
You'll go against it?
No, he won't.
Oh, okay. And Zosa, in a manner of speaking, is offering to fail the save voluntarily. I don't this is kind of outside the realm of what the spell can probably do, but the way I'm thinking of it is like everybody in the sphere is affected by it, even the one who cast it.
And just so you know, Toby failed too.
Tell me about your god.
The whole
Who are you
card.
really, Toby? Who are you?
How was your stream?
Ribbit.
What all were you doing?
Toby stands
Please
up
tell
and
us.
starts. Very good, darlings.
You finally
Very good,
figured
though.
it out.
I've been with you the whole time.
God damn it, Camilla. Ribbit, darlings.
Oh my god.
Does anybody object to the casting, or do they want to surreptitiously move outside of the radius? You may not know what the radius is. Well, you might. You can make an Arcana check if you think you can recognize what the spell effects are going to be before the spell is cast, based on the way she described it.
It's cool
Yeah,
with that.
Judas is out.
Judas is gone.
Peace.
They're not supposed
been
to be
real.
open about
Fair enough.
anything.
What about Torrent? If you ask him if he really wants to become sober.
Judas. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Torrent.
What? Oh, you actually asking the question?
No, Verm, you had something?
No, I was just joking. That was
Oh, Judas, you get the impression from Zosa that she's not being suspicious of you per se. She hasn't really talked to you about it. She's been giving you your distance, but you get the impression that there's not really a serious beef between you two.
Yeah, from the sound of what you described the spell as, he's not in on it. Nope.
And it doesn't really bother Zosa. Like, in her mercenary mind, you've got your secrets, and that's none of Zosa's business. But as long as it doesn't come to bear against the party, she'll note the fact that you're declining, but she's asking and she's not telling. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You're not being vicious like Vismond is, so you're not pulling Zosa's aggression per se.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else object?
Flipper literally doesn't care.
Zosa casts Zone of Truth as an action.
Am I waiting to cast the? Obviously, I'm gonna wait to cast spell magic now because you said this
Yeah.
is all before. This is all beforehand.
Yeah. Well, I think the idea is like if something happens and Zosa starts speaking in tongues or something crazy, or she has no idea what to expect. She's thought about like all the possessions that have taken part in the party, and stuff like that. So if something happened to Zosa's mind or something, and she gets like taken over by something, she's just afraid of that. So if you cast this and then something happens to her, she's trying to give you guys every benefit for whatever happens next.
Okay.
Are you two really brothers?
Or are you lovers?
Careless Whisper starts playing in the background. they look at each other.
Loco with that.
Starts forming their eyes.
I almost got you, Loco. So close.
Beef.
Enoch says, "You really are the more handsome."
You dork.
Yeah.
I don't like this fan fiction.
Yeah, I don't either.
I cast charm person.
Oh no.
Counterspell.
Counterspell. Do you have counterspell? No,
level.
but I
Spell
still do it.
magic.
But is
Too
that
late. We've
question
already
actually asked?
Alright, fine, then I
bullshit
need
over
a dex save. Because I cast
You
8th
can-
level lightning bolt.
You can make a wisdom save if you want to avoid telling the truth or speaking.
No, Enoch
Nah.
will just tell you. Yes, we're both brothers.
This is also points. He's lying. I know he's lying.
He's-
I can feel it.
you sit on a throne of lies.
Do you cast your spell?
Not
Oh,
during the
no,
spell,
not-
because then it'll just
No,
dispel
not during the.
the
Yeah,
zone
I
of
don't want to.
truth.
I don't want to dispel the zone of truth. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for something to happen.
So I don't think it'll work that way. You won't dispel the zone of truth. You target an individual, and then each magical effect of 3rd level or lower that's like on that target will be dispelled. The zone of truth is an area effect, and it does not have a concentration. So the zone of truth will still function.
Yeah,
as
I
far
guess
as, like,
I guess
rules
if
is
I
written.
don't, because it's actually a creature, object, or magical effect within range, and I choose
Oh.
one. So if I
Okay.
choose to cast it on you as a person, it actually would not dispel. You're right.
Would
For different
dispel-
reasons, but you're still right.
The effect of Zone of Truth on Zosa, if you were willingly or unwillingly wanting to tell the truth.
Yeah, I guess nothing I can do about that.
There's not making a save.
Yes,
Yeah.
those.
To hide.
As far as this situation goes, this is about the best that Zosa can offer.
Nah.
She's trying to put up like a good front, a good face, and a good faith effort to help you guys. But if that's how it works, then that's how it works. That's not something Zosa can't prepare for any further.
I just imagine it's like a magical circle on the ground, and the symbol is like in the middle is like the symbol of Helm, and Clipper just sits down, crisscross applesauce, and waits for you all to do whatever the hell you're doing.
Firm will ask if Zosa's remembered everything in the last month. Every action, every night, every day she's been awake.
To the best of my knowledge, I am not missing any time. Simple things that happen day to day, you know. Who remembers what they had for breakfast a week ago? But I have no memory of anything happening to me, except when my luck stone and my dagger of warning were turned up missing one morning. But that was weeks ago.
Where were those items when you were last aware of them being?
Well, my nightly routine is I have a glass of wine sometimes. I sit with my friends from the chapel, whether they come to the Yawning Portal or I go to their dining hall. And then I head up to my rooms on the 3rd floor. And I set them on my nightstand next to my bed. And I go to sleep. And the next morning they were gone. The place did not appear to be ransacked.
Was this in the Yawning Portal?
She nods.
Who provided the wine?
Durdan, of course.
Okay. Well, Verm's doing a lot of the questioning right now. Does anybody else have questions?
I mean, Rowan wouldn't really have reason to question because
Yeah.
doesn't know the whole scenario that's been going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clipper doesn't have. Yeah.
What about Torrent? What does Torrent have to say?
Yeah.
Why'd you wait so long to come and find us? What the fuck?
No, he's
No, I'm
Torrent.
sober. How could you do this?
nah. Torrent harbors no ill will over the situation. He's seen some
Liar.
hard times. So he doesn't really have anything to add. He's just glad the gang's back together. What's
For
left
now.
of it anyway?
Yeah.
Zosa's just standing there in the middle of the circle with her arms folded. And then she just kind of like pacing in a circle. I guess there's like a lull in conversation. We're just thinking of any way we can use this spell while it's in effect. And Zosa turns to everyone in the circle, just asks them each in turn, "Are you who you say you are? Are you hiding anything from us? Has anyone spoken to you about me?"
Yes and no. I am who I am and nobody's talking to me.
Okay. And she'll ask everybody this. Everybody in the circle.
I am Inquisitor Enoch Berthold. I hadn't met you until you contacted me, and we arrived at the Yawning Portal.
Follow suit with my brother.
Kaka.
Caw.
Well,
I don't know. I'm asking the DM. I don't know.
it's not a lie.
Burb.
Yeah, no, Clipper just says, okay, it's my decision. So Clipper just says, yes and no. Same, basically the same thing that Verm says in Verm's voice.
Yeah. And that's fine.
Same situation.
Yeah. Zosa turns to face Judas, I imagine sitting on the opposite end, outside the circle's range.
Yep.
He dodged a bullet.
And she just watches you. She doesn't say anything. I suppose some time passes then, and the zone of truth ends.
Yeah.
And so she turns to Verm and says, "Okay, guys, do what you are going to do. But
Okay.
first," and Zosa will take a bit of time to take off her armor and lay it down and set her crossbow aside. So she's just in her red and gray robes.
Are any of the items that you put down that are magical different from the last time I've seen you?
Well, let me double check real quick.
Other than the armor, obviously, but...
The armor's not magical. She's got her +1 crossbow. It's the same heavy crossbow. She had it enchanted at the haberdashery, so it's her original heavy crossbow. She also has on her again her luck stone and her dagger of warning,
which we bought for you.
That's right. Yeah. Well, that's because I was absent that time.
Yeah.
Like, she would have been there and had them like custom ordered just for her,
Okay. So, Clipper gets up after you're done readying yourself for the spell or what have you. We'll finally stand up and kind of shuffle over to you and raises one hand. And it is verbal and somatic. We'll kind of make like a waving motion with their hand, and you've noticed that when Clipper casts spells, he whistles. He doesn't always say words. So he does like a little whistle as the verbal component and casts Dispel Magic on you.
Okay. Can you make
a wisdom
check? Straight up wisdom check for me?
Sure.
We want high on this one.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for that.
Okay.
Hey.
There we go.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
Nice. So, can you describe the magic, how it manifests?
It manifests as like a purplish kind of mist. So when he waves his hand in front of you, mist comes from his fingertips and it kind of wraps all around where Zosa is standing, and then slowly goes down as though it's like, imagine like a scanner just kind of goes down, just this mist until it settles onto the ground and the magic is wiped away.
Yeah.
Any effects.
Like it's chewing on things or something.
Mm-hmm.
So this mist washes over Zosa. A couple seconds later, it dissipates. Zosa stands there. Kind of glances left and right, and looks at Verm, looks at Clipper. And she says, "I don't feel any different." Did it work? I cannot tell.
Can I sense if it actually affected anything? Like, can I sense it?
That's outside the...
If we want to put it into mechanic-wise, out of character, it would have to be a 10th level spell in order for it to not be disabled.
Yeah,
or above a 10th level.
It would have to be outside the limits of the wording of the spell, but I mean, just you can make either an Arcana or an Insight check, and we'll just see how that goes.
I mean, I'll make an Insight check. Why not?
I have pretty good insight.
Okay.
I'm not.
19.
Okay, Verm. Verm, just by observing Zosa, you don't detect any change in her behavior or anything. You made an Insight check, Clipper. We'll kind of like combine that with your Arcana or your Wisdom ability. I'll have you know that you did not dispel any magic.
Okay.
Your effect occurred. You thought it was a skillful application of the magic, and you did not dispel any magic on Zosa.
Okay. Alrighty. Clipper just kind of shrugs at Verm.
Worth a try.
Yeah. Can you guys make intelligence checks? Straight up intelligence checks.
I'm good at that.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, big brain.
Okay.
Not big brain.
I feel
right,
like
I got the intelligence checks. You got
Bird
the
brain.
insight.
I feel like Clipper is just like okay, and just kind of like moves on to something else, you know.
Yeah.
The attention span
Clipper
of
is hella wise, but not super intelligent.
I think Verm, as you're turning this problem over in your mind, it begins to occur to you that perhaps there were non-magical manipulations that might have been taking place. If the spells were not affecting Zosa, then perhaps she was just lied to by somebody, or perhaps she was just tracked and robbed. But it is hard to say. Like, you feel confident that you can rule out magic spells that were cast on Zosa that are like still in effect. Maybe she was caught in the moment, and those spells are long since gone. But beyond that, it may have been mundane manipulation tactics. The application of persuasion or deception skills, like in the moment, weeks ago, or who knows. Maybe someone was just toying with her, like to her face.
Good.
And she wasn't insightful enough to notice.
Thank you for the follow.
I'll ask
Welcome to the
Joseph about
Rejects.
The interaction she had that night with her colleagues of the church, and what transpired that she can remember.
She's thinking. So it was a night like any other. We sit and we talk. We talk about our past. I go into some detail about my old line of work. I like to talk about you guys. And she smiles. I like to talk about Banda. She sighs. And as far as I can recall, it was a night like any other. I have replayed the details in my mind because I thought I misplaced the items. And after a day or two of them not turning up and me retracing my steps, I reported them as stolen to the town guard in the castle ward, and nothing ever came of it. They just disappeared. And now the fact that they are here, apparently brought here by Vismand.
With a note.
With the note. And she just squints her eyes. She's like thinking as hard as she can. It's just too much for her to process. We should go. We have tarried for too long. I do not want to run into Vismand again. We need to get moving with these bodies.
As he takes the other two weapons that are in the mountain.
Yeah.
It's just an OP motherfucker when we come back.
I mean...
Hell yeah. You just need Camilla, then you'll be truly OP.
Yes, we should go get a 20th level warrior.
Yes.
To join our team.
Please.
Warlock
Jeff, let it
versus
happen.
Warlock.
Jeff, let it happen.
Sure, you can bring
Yeah.
a 20th level character into the party. It'll increase
just
your
need to scale
APL,
everything.
You
but
can certainly try.
It's fine, I
It's
got
alright.
this.
We'll just have Camilla tank everything. It's alright.
Camilla will
Go
tank
kill
everything. 100%. Just put her in front of the party. Yeah, right. She's not gonna get in front of y'all.
Well, are we wanting to return to Waterdeep? Because that's what I would like.
She'll be
Yeah.
hanging out in the back with Judas.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Band-Aid's
like
face, or Band-Aid Loco's face says otherwise. I'm so used to calling you Band-Aid.
Band-Aid
I know, we're gonna have to get
30
used
This is
to
gonna
years
be
now.
really
Judas now.
weird.
An actual
Yeah.
year. So
And Judas probably isn't even your real fucking name, so then I'm gonna call you Judas for half a year
Hey.
again and find out your real name, and then it's gonna be the same process.
That was the only question I had for him. But it is okay for now.
real name's gonna be like Seduce.
Flipper can always speak with Dead, then you can talk to Band-Aid.
It's just Band-Aid backwards.
That would be so messed up.
You know, we could actually do speak with Dead.
Yeah.
We could.
I don't have it prepared today, but I could do it tomorrow. If you really wanted to. But I don't think Band-Aid
No,
would be
that's-
super happy about that.
No.
That's-
I don't
we're
think
kind of
we-
meta-knowledging it too, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
it wouldn't
also
really be in character.
yeah.
So I don't think Zosa's even aware of that.
Now,
Well, none
if-
of us are. None of us are.
If Verm or Torin had recognized Judas from the
We
doppelganger
made
fight,
intelligence. We
Mm.
made
Yeah.
intelligence checks when we saw Judas, and we failed them. So
then
There's
just
no-
maybe.
there's
But-
no correlation.
Yeah. Oh well.
So we start the long trek back.
Yeah.
It's
Derailing the campaign.
it's about this time you notice the sun is close to setting.
We sleep and then start
shit.
the trek back in
Yeah.
the morning.
We'll camp. We'll camp.
I don't wanna.
Oh, but you most certainly do.
If
Switchman
we're
pops up behind
camping,
you.
can I sleep in a tree?
We did establish that there was a gnarled tree nearby.
Oh hell yes.
It's got a bunch of chop marks in it from a +2 great axe.
Clipper totally. It's like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna sleep in this tree.
Tell
That's
me where to
exactly
snack.
the voice we hear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. Hell
Oh,
yeah,
no.
brother.
Call,
Looks at the
call.
tree. Looks at the tree. This bitch is looking rough. Climbs up the tree.
Oh
All
my
right,
god.
let's see if anything
Clipper
comes to
pimp
say
walks
hi.
up to the tree.
Pimp walk. Yeah. Up the side of it.
Jesus, that's a lot of dice.
That was
Holy
a lot of
shit.
dice.
It's like a cloud of darkness.
Did
Ow.
you get the inspiration?
Sure did.
Can we get more
Sure
inspiration? from
did.
chat? Wait, what?
Sure did. I was so inspired, I completely missed my bottom lip trying to take a drink. Anyway. Oh, let's see. No.
I only sleep in the tree if the party is staying by the tree.
Yeah,
Or I'll find a tree that's next to where we camp.
Probably like a 30 to 50 foot circle around a campfire, and the tree is somewhere in that circle.
Hell yeah.
You
Yeah.
with the graves nearby as well.
He's keeping watch.
Yeah, there's not very many
Totally.
trees around the camp area.
There's not, other than the big one. Okay. Never mind. Clipper will stay on the ground.
Mm.
He likes being closer to the sky.
Because remember, where you all made camp at is in the middle of a clearing right before the mountain.
Yeah.
Fine. Clipper will just, hoof it like normal then.
Poor
Pimp walk
Pipper.
to sleep.
Yeah,
We
Pip
basically
walk to
Pip walk.
sleep.
here.
I'm walking into dreamland.
Yes.
Vern just, it's just his way of life, pimping.
Pimpin'.
Pimpin' ain't easy.
Did you, get
And
did you get your pimp coat back, by the way?
Yeah, goddamn right I did.
Didn't need
all,
to being cheesy.
Jesus.
yeah, all the hell he went through to get that thing.
I love this game so much.
Just imagine a normal humanoid wearing like a bird cloak meant for a goblin.
Oh no, it's feathers?
Yeah,
What color are the feathers?
they're rock feathers, so they're like
Oh.
multicolored.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they're huge.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
You had a custom
Clipper
cloak made.
doesn't care about that.
Yeah, it's pimping, you know.
It's pimping, yeah.
Pimple.
Clipper likes your fashion sense, but won't say so. he's too tsundere to say anything.
Clipper will remember this.
Yeah, the little text on the bottom of the screen.
Actually,
Clipper's the final boss, guys. Spoiler alert.
yeah, pimp walking into Dreamland is a good point for us to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Pimp walk to the bathroom.
Yeah, pimp walk to the bathroom.
Tea.
So we will be right back. In the meantime, we will have our intermission video playing here on the screen. But also you can go use that time to check out our sponsors, Total Party Kill Games or the Druid's Den. Total Party Kill Games is your creator of all things dark fantasy and tabletop related shenanigans and merchandise. You can find them at totalpartykill.games. And the Druid's Den is Lord Praetor's wife, Mama Praetor, as we call her, her apothecary online shop. All kinds of things to purchase on there and check out. You can find that at www.thedruidsden.com. So check, go check those out and show them some love because they love us. But anyway, we will be back in about 5-10ish minutes or so. We're going to take a quick bio break and hopefully we'll see everybody when we return.
My beef.
Yeah, dork.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Who's setting up shop? We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're going to call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
That would be very funny.
I mean, I'm the head of it, so like we could add that to the name.
Yeah, we will then. We're gonna have shirts made. I gotta get their portraits all put together, and we're gonna have merchandise.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be awesome.
Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. Parentheses. We don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
They don't really apply to level 0 characters.
They don't? Okay. All right. So then I won't grab them. I thought that crit might be that extra one. Okay. So here's the regular damage. Oh, say good night, Francis. Oh, that's Chip. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Chip.
Suck it, Chip.
Whoops. I thought I...
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted it.
This mountain is reserved for patrons. It's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar. Like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron.
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
you're kind of at a point where you can't really wedge your way in there anymore. You're like,
here, boy. Here, boy. Come. Here, boy. You can do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those. And 1 of those. And 5 bars of these. And a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white puffy material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
I'm terribly sorry. Bjorn, you explode, and in your place is a sweet roll.
Nice.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. The machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at a snack bar just waiting for you.
Private messenger. And do you know how to do that in Facebook? I mean, in Facebook, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
At least Facebook is still around.
Wow.
Hundreds of years into the future.
Hey, why mess with a good thing?
Go ahead and
right?
clip that one, guys. You can send that one to me later too. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
There, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Ethan, there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Brass knuckles he's wearing, and the creature just.
How did the creature go?
One more time?
What? One more time?
No, that was it.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed, you gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man. Start strolling down to the sweets that set you rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff. Give me 5. Let me send you into this nutty jive. Go, man, go. It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill. Give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man. Frosty.
People, we might be able to take care of that. I
I'm
understand.
gonna sing the Doom song now.
Oh God.
Doom, 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 da doom, doom, da doom, da doom, doom, da doom, 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 da doom, doom, da doom, doom. Doomy doomy, doom doom doom. The end.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown, couched in a soft bun, and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
Happen. Let me see. Is there a deception check for a horse? Does a horse have a? Ooh, it's going for the
deception for a horse.
Yeah, horse has got deception. So the horse goes up, and you see it. It's looking a brief second. It looks at the plant like maybe it's something even tastier, but then it sticks out his tongue and it pulls back, and then it backs up. It's got the sugar cube in its mouth and its eyes go boing, as his eyes just go, and it starts woo, and it starts bucking, and it just and he was looking at something in his hand, and he is standing up, and he grunts out, "Who the F are you? What are you doing here?"
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping?
I'm dead.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
She had red whelps and skin was looking all grotesque and all that, and she let out a...
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Who's setting up shop? We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're going to call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
that would be very funny.
I'm the head of it, so we could add that to the name.
We will then. We're gonna have shirts made. I gotta get their portraits all put together, and we're gonna have merchandise.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be awesome.
Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. Parentheses. We don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
They don't really apply to level 0 characters.
They don't? Okay. All right. So then I won't grab them. I thought that crit might be that extra one. Okay. So here's the regular damage. Oh, say good night, Francis. Oh, that's Chip. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Chip.
Suck it, Chip.
Whoops. I thought
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted
This mountain season is reserved for patrons. But it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar. Like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron.
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
Through, and you're kind of at a point where you can't really wedge your way in there anymore. You're like,
Here, boy. Here, boy. Come. Here, boy. You can do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those. And 1 of those. And 5 bars of these. And a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white puffy material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
I'm terribly sorry. Bjorn, you explode, and in your place is a sweet roll.
Nice.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. The machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at our snack bar, just waiting for you.
Private messenger. And do you know how to do that in Facebook? I mean, in Facebook, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
At least Facebook is still around
Wow.
hundreds of years into the future.
Hey, why mess with a good thing,
Go ahead and
right?
clip that one, guys. And you send that one to me later, too. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
There, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Ethan, there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Brass knuckles he's wearing, and the creature just.
How did the creature go?
One more time?
What? One more time?
No, that was it.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed, you gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man, start strolling down to the sweets that set you rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff, give me 5, let me send you into this nutty jive. Go, man, go! It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill, give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man, frosty.
People, we might be able to take care of that. I
I'm
understand.
gonna sing the doom song now.
Oh, God.
Doom, 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 da doom, doom, da doom, da doom, doom, da doom. Doom, doom, da-doom, doom, da-doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doomy, doomy, doomy. Doom, doom, doom. The end.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown, couched in a soft bun, and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
Happen, let me see. Is there a deception check for a horse? Does a horse have a... Ooh, it's going for the
deception for a horse.
Yeah, horse
I
has got
love it.
deception. So the horse goes up and you see it. It's looking a brief second. It looks at the plant like maybe, you know, it's something even tastier. But then it sticks out its tongue and it, you know, pulls back, you know, and then it backs up. It's got the sugar cube in its mouth and its eyes go boing, as his eyes just go, and it starts woo, and it starts bucking, and you know, and it just and he was looking at something in his hand, and he is standing up, and he grunts out, "Who the F are you? What are you doing here?"
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping?
Oh my god.
Your attention, please. All new Hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
She had red whelps and skin was looking all grotesque and all that, and she let out a little bit of a mumbled roar, leveled the gun at everybody in the room there, and that was where we cut last week. So that was where we'll pick up the action now, unless there are any questions or anything else that the group would like to add.
I have a question.
Please ask away.
What is a mumble roar?
Mumble roar. Yeah, well, yeah, you know.
Settle back now, content, comfortable, well-fed, and ready for some fine entertainment. Is everybody happy? Then let's go. It's showtime.
Hello, everyone. We have returned. Sorry for the longer than usual intermission there. Somebody got their vaccines yesterday, and they feel like crap. And by somebody, I mean me. So, excuse me. Anyway, the party had decided to make camp because they, long story short, burned a lot of daylight doing what they were doing, and it is now nighttime. So you all set up camp. You can set up appropriate watches. Other than the rumbling sounds of the volcano that is in your midst, nothing out of the ordinary really catches your senses or surprises you in the middle of the night. So you all can start your trek back into the volcano mountain first thing in the morning after receiving a long rest. Which I will.
We're not going back into the mountain, are we?
I don't know.
No, I'm not at least.
No, I don't think so.
We're going back to Waterdeep.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, fuck your railed campaign.
I mean, that's fine. The dungeon will still be here when you all finally get your act together.
True. And there'll be Vincent.
Who's had all this time to prepare the longer you all stay away.
I am purposefully saying nothing. I'm just along for the ride.
Okay, so you all begin making your way back to the portal to the elevator shaft or lift shaft, whatever you want to call it, the thing that leads you back into the Yawning Portal.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let me.
Yawning Portal, right?
Ye.
Yeah.
Yawning Portal. Ye.
Do I need to do anything or no?
You know.
Character sheet wise, perhaps.
Depends on what everybody does.
Well,
oh, my eyes.
Judas will not be there in the morning when you guys wake up.
Oh,
in
shit.
the camp? Like before we head to the elevator, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Any notes or anything left behind?
Oh, no. Nope.
No. Fair.
What a gentleman. Leave him before we wake up.
Yeah, man.
Wouldn't be the first, won't be the last.
My God.
Wow.
Just like that in your mind, Rowan?
What?
What?
I'm a man of God.
Oh my God.
You're a man of Thor. Or
You
no,
guys
Odin,
are...
right? Or Zeus.
Zeus.
Oh, hell yeah. That's metal as hell.
All right, you emerge from the gigantic hole in the center of this tavern.
All right.
With less people.
As
What do
we
we-
get up, knowing what roughly kind of what the party's wanting to do, Rowan would try to pull Zosa aside real quick. And just start off. I know your friends and yourself probably don't want to continue onwards, and you have things outside of the mountain that you wish to complete. I've talked with my brother some, and the both of us, we'd like to continue on your party's behalf to expunge the evil from the mountain and discover what else lays there. So, if you don't mind, I'll be staying here, waiting for another group, or if you have suggestions on anybody, feel free to let us know, and I'll gladly continue where your group left off.
Zosa nods. She's got a very serious look on her face. She says, your passion for justice is astounding. Your bravery is to be commended. It was an honor to have you join me. And thank you for your support as we rescued them. What few we could. I know that they are grateful to be alive and out of that dark place. I would join you, but I have business to attend, as you well know. I do not currently have any leads for who could replace me. I do not have the time to track that down at the moment. I honestly wish you would not go back to the mountain without me, but my journey, I do not know where it will take me, but I will be leaving Waterdeep for some time. So I bid you good luck in your efforts. And perhaps this will help you. And Zosa will take the luck stone off and hand it over. And she'll say, "This time, I am giving it willingly, from my hand to yours. No treachery." And she will also unholster the dagger of warning. And she'll also hand that over. So the two come as a pair. You can either use it for yourself, or you can give it to Sir Enoth, since they bear his religious markings. I'm sure that he has a mighty gauntlet of his own somewhere. Perhaps one with a giant spike in it that he would use to punch and crush enemies. And he's not listening. Oh well. Is that not canon? We didn't talk about that. Oh, okay.
I nixed that idea.
Gauntlet gay? Okay.
So who takes the magazines? Just...
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna say the magazines got buried.
Damn.
Magazines got buried with Yania.
Now
That's
they're
canon,
dirty
all right?
magazines. What the heck?
They got covered in
They're
dirt.
double dirty now.
They got covered in,
Yeah, now they're literally dirty as
they
well.
got covered in grave dirt. So she'll hand those over if you're willing to take them.
Yeah, I would take them from you and kind of put my hand out on your shoulder.
You get two boots thrown at you.
Hits me in the back of the head.
What the?
And
I
also give that to the sneaky one.
I appreciate your gifts to assist my brother and I. We will try not to let you down. I make no promises in certainty, but this is not our first run-in with creatures of these nature. I hope to see you again sometime in the near future. Zosa, Mospec.
I will be coming back for these at some point, so you keep them safe. If you hand them off, make sure they come back too.
The only other person that would hold on to them will be Enoch or myself.
Zosa will turn. She'll address Verm. And shall we make our way then? We'll just gather up the body and leave town. Or are you gonna? What's on Verm's mind? What are you doing? You got some things, right, to do.
Oh, I'm muted. Verm is going to take 50 platinum from the bag of holding for our travel and whatever we need. Who knows where this place is? We don't know where it is. And he will give the bag of holding that does not have the obsidian greatsword to the twins. Or brothers, twins,
Not twins,
whatever.
just brothers.
Brothers.
Identical twins.
Oh
similar looking
This
brothers.
is turning into an anime so fast.
Identical twins, but they look different.
Well, yeah, like
And
obviously,
we're 5 years apart.
It's
obviously,
Host Club all over
I
again.
thought it was just 1 year apart.
they're identical twins, but obviously Acolyte Rowan is the more handsome one.
I thought you were 21.
He's also the more powerful one.
25.
Oh, then it is only 1 year.
But
See,
you
we
would have
barely
a bag
even
of
know each
holding
other.
now
With that
to make your life easier.
That wand of lightning bolt, they can be pretty fucking OP.
That would be in there, so.
That wand of lightning bolt is
Oh,
got
I
on a
took it
set
already.
DC.
Yeah,
did
you
you?
have that. I have the magic missile one, or I thought I did.
Well, we can get.
I know the wand of lightning bolt's on a set DC, but
Oh, it's not.
But
Yeah, but the damage portion, however.
yeah.
I would have, in all actuality, also given you the boots of Elvenkind, and I would say give that to the suspicious, sneaky guy.
Who's a suspicious, sneaky guy?
If he reappears, I'll make sure they find themselves in his
If he
hand.
doesn't know what they do, they make him more silent with steps, less trackable. Seems to suit him as a person.
Very well.
And I drop the mic and pimp walk out.
Pimp walk.
Moonwalk.
Oh, brother.
Moon pimp walk.
Yeah.
Is there one more thing that you need to do, Verm?
I don't know. I do need to I do need to find out where Camilla is.
Yeah, I think maybe you and Zosa end up alone, and Zosa is just like, so how do we get in touch with this woman? Or what about Torrent? Because like this is the
they
OG
were
party.
flings.
This is the OG. Yeah, this is the OG party, and Torrent and Camilla were a fling. So like maybe Torrent has an old cell phone number, or maybe her Snapchat.
Oh, he totally has her Snapchat. 100%.
Camilla on Snap.
Camilla has a premium Snapchat, and
I have
Camilla rocks.
subscription to it, or however the hell that works.
Didn't make it to
tell
20th
Zosa-
level without having a premium Snap.
Exactly.
Fair enough. I will tell Zosa I have a plan.
Free
But it
free
involves us-
subscription to her OnlyFans.
Yeah, she's got an OnlyFans for sure.
It
Only
involves us
X.
going to the haberdashery first for my plan.
Okay. Yeah, Zosa's down to go to the haberdashery.
Shit.
Oh wait, I don't.
It's
I
nothing
don't
like
think
important. We don't need to like switch maps.
Yeah, I don't
it's
want
just
to role play it. Like, per se.
I want to buy a scroll of sending.
There you go. Oh wait, I'm not saying anything. I'm shutting up now. I'm so biased. I want to be Camilla so bad. I'm just like, please. Let me
We
switch
want you to
this
be
part.
Camilla.
I know you do.
Yes, you
I'm
do.
trying. I'm advocating for you like I always have been. Jeff's like, no, stop it.
Uh-huh.
No Camilla for the party.
125 gold.
Sure enough, have that.
Show enough. Can we do the Clipper shopping episode now? I'm kidding. We're not doing
Hell
that.
no.
He's just like trying
Okay.
on different masks and stuff.
Yeah. You never actually see his face because he's too good with sleight of hand.
He's too fast.
Yeah, it's just like.
I'm also because I did this. The +2 great axe is going on the table.
Oh.
Hey, that was in the bag of holding that you left me.
Nope.
Yeah, you said.
No, that's in the one with the.
Listen,
With the.
Verm has had this. Verm has made up his mind about this great axe,
Yeah.
He's selling
and it should have been sold a book ago, and it
Verm's
wasn't.
kind of in control of the situation, honestly. if anyone is in charge of the loot right now, Verm is like the money manager. He's like the Ferengi dude from Star Trek Deep Space
Oh, how the
Nine.
mighty have fallen.
Oh God, who the hell put Verm in charge of the finances of the party?
I will put down the great axe and sell it.
Dope.
I'm going
he and
to.
Zosa go to a strip club.
100 gold.
Yep. I'll give you 1,000 gold.
That's where we find Camilla. Oh, it all makes sense.
Was that the actual price, Jeff?
No, it's worth a lot more.
I know it is, but I would take 1,000 at this point.
Actually, if we go back into the Yawning Portal, we can go back to the other mountain because the guy who was there wanted to spend like 6,000 or 7,000 gold on it.
But then we have to sidetrack the whole story.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And we're already doing that, so
That's
just
where
keep
we
pushing.
are, Noah.
Just push harder. It's fine.
You're steering.
I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm not here.
Cacao.
Cacao. Cacao. I only speak bird speak. Cacao.
Where the hell is that great axe?
It was on
Talmir. It's on Talmir's character sheet.
Yeah.
Is anything else on Talmir's character sheet?
I don't know. I don't have access to it anymore.
That's why I was trying to get all the loot put onto the party sheet from all the dead
Do you have
characters.
any more? Do you have any more magazines, perchance?
I can access Talmir. Do you need me to open it?
Nah, I've got it. The only thing really was the great axe, because
yeah,
the other stuff, like the ring and whatnot, was already mixed into the loot stuff. Let's see. There we go.
Bandit had a +1 shield.
What's an arm shield?
Yeah.
You know, I should take that.
Is that just
just
is
a
that
+1
normal
shield
kind of shield? Okay, just
Well,
labeled arm
it had the emblem of the grandfather tree on it, but
okay.
It makes me so sad that it says deceased next to your name. Oh my god.
Yeah, that really sucks.
Just break my heart a little bit more, Fantasy Grounds.
Could you read the letter again? No.
There was a wand of lightning bolts I just put
Stop
in.
Verm, for the great axe, you get offered $35.50 for it.
God damn.
Sure. He jumps out of his skin.
Yeah.
Hang on, can we try to boost that up a little bit, maybe? Because we're gonna like really sell the craftsmanship. We'll point out. We'll like give the full history.
This was made by Durgadin.
Durgadin, the blacksmith. Try to really like sell it. And get,
The person you're selling it to is more than familiar with it, but you're more than welcome to make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Sosa?
Kind and benevolent you are.
Can Vern
Baron
aid me on this?
Yeah, could I get my greedy hands all over the
By
place?
distracting him with the pimp walking.
I could.
Yeah.
You can certainly try.
I could be his hype man in the background, pimp walking and like being like, "Yeah, Durgadin."
Do some smooth criminal.
Yes. Oh, there we go.
So Zosa's just like reciting all this history that she knows, and she tells the story of how it was recovered from the mountain. She tells the story of the dragon that they fought and everything. Like
The
it was
scales
all like
I'm wearing.
Yeah.
First, just chilling in the doorway, looking like a awkward shoplifter.
you all go through your entire spiel, and the entire time the familiar blacksmith person is standing behind the counter with his arms kind of folded like this, going,
Smith person.
sitting there thinking to himself, it's like, should I just go ahead and tell him that I already know, or see how long they go with this?
Well, let us continue, please.
And he just decides to let you continue.
We talked to him for 45 minutes.
And and the entire time, like when you all finally finish, he just goes, well done, well done. Told me everything I already knew, but good job, guys, good job.
At least we covered all the bases.
Varen.
And
Clipper doesn't know Varen, though. I can't say. God damn it.
His name's Varen Clipper.
and he will. He's like, yeah. Who do you think handles magic weapons in the haberdashery.
You're trying to swindle your love interest, Sosa.
Yeah. And it's not some familiar blacksmith guy. It's fucking Varen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He gets all the
hence the familiar blacksmith person part.
Yeah.
And he looks down at the weapon again, and looks like he's like, "I'll tell you what, I can go to 3750."
And Zosa and Verm just kind of look at each other.
It's a good deal.
Fuck it.
Verm frowns.
I will say yes. Yeah. Yes, take the fucking great axe.
Okay.
I will then use the scroll. Well, I guess I can't because I'm not a cleric. I'll send it to Clipper.
Or, there's a 7-foot tall cleric right in front of you.
You're 7 foot? I thought you were like 6 foot. Okay, fair enough. You're like 6 of me. Hi.
Hello.
I will tell you. I will give you the scroll and I'll say, can you use this for me, please? I'm just a wee lad. I don't know the spell.
Oh, you paid for it. By all means, if you want me to use it for you, no sweat off my back.
300 gold.
Don't you have to know the person you're messaging?
I'm pretty sure he knows Camilla.
I mean...
Oh, you want to talk to Camilla? Well, here, he just hands over his cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. I've got her on speed dial. Here you go.
Do you know
Is it
who
the point
Camilla
of having
is?
a spell scroll is that other classes can cast off the spell scroll?
No, he has Kiashara's number.
For D&D, it doesn't work like that.
Oh,
If it's
I
not
guess
on
that
your
must be a homebrew I'm used to.
If it's not on your spell list, then it's unintelligible.
Yeah, basically the spell scrolls is you get to cast that spell and it doesn't burn up your spell slots.
Well, if you even need to know the person, I can just give it to Clipper.
Running it homebrew.
Yeah, there's no
Would
use
I
magic
know
device in
sending?
D&D.
Let me check.
I'm pretty sure clerics know sending.
I think they do. I think you're right. I think I do. I don't know what level it is. Shit.
Bird.
Yeah, it's
oh
a
yeah,
cleric spell.
I do have it. Yeah. You can give it to Clipper.
Besides, with Torrent and you can also use like items to like focus or whatever.
Yeah.
Type deal. So I mean, there's ways to. I mean, you're using a fucking spell scroll, so.
Well, I mean, Clipper knows Camilla. We established that.
I tell Torrent to give Varen the bra she left on the doorknob.
I don't think Torrent still has that. I think Borg had it.
Rehashing this, I love it.
Yeah, Borg was wearing it.
Oh my god. Hilarious.
I will. Either way, we get it to work. I will say.
Ash, are you okay?
Ask her to meet us in the town of. Ah, shit! I don't have the notes pulled up.
16 words.
Yeah.
Here you have 12 words left.
Oh shit! I don't have that.
So I'm repeating what I said. Meet us in the town of Loudwater. Band-Aid's dead. Need help.
Are you pooping?
Are you pooping?
You pooping?
What?
Those are the last 3 words of the message.
Please reply to this.
No, that's only for the message spell. Message doesn't have a limit.
Yeah, I know.
But it has.
Message is
very
limited
short
on
range.
distance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's limited on distance.
So
Whereas this is only a
would
plane
be
of
what
existence. And I guess it would depend on what, if she's hanging around or if she's.
She just happens to be on the material plane.
She just so happens to be on the material plane at this very moment. What are you talking about? She's always on the material plane.
Oh yeah, totally.
She's a material girl.
Mm-hmm. She's a material girl.
Amazing.
But that was what I would say.
After Clipper casts the spell, he just kind of shrugs. He's done. He repeats what you say in the message because you have to. I believe there's a verbal component too.
Yeah.
Sending. So he.
But you can say it in like the exact same tone as my voice.
He mimics it back exactly. Mm-hmm. Because he can do that.
I believe Camilla can respond.
You're seriously gonna make me do this?
Yes.
Ah!
Yeah, you wanted to play her so bad. Well, now here's your chance.
Or we're rioting,
pal.
Okay, don't riot. Actually, you know what? You should riot. That would be better. That would be better than this. Well, you guys wouldn't hear her reply. Only Clipper would.
No, Clipper would. But what does Clipper say in her tone?
Oh, when she repeats it back? Oh, fuck.
Does Clipper choose to share the information?
We roll to see.
Yes. Go on.
He writes it down for you.
God damn it.
He has a little journal when it's too long for him to mimic. Yep.
What does it say?
Oh my god, I fucking
Camilla's voice.
I hate you all.
Clipper writes it out in the fine elvish script. As Camilla would.
All right.
Yes. What did Camilla say? Go on.
I was stalling so you would send me a message to see if I was actually gonna get it or not. But okay, I'll just fucking code DM this for you. Fine. Camilla.
Your character.
Clipper turns to you all after. Like you see him nodding a little bit, like he's listening to something, and then afterwards, he just kind of cocks his head for a second, and he will say in Camilla's voice, "Ah, Clipper, it's good to hear from you. Why do you sound like Verm? Nonetheless, I will meet you in Loudwater. Don't be late." And that's it.
Good enough.
When is the meeting? I don't want to be late.
We should probably head there now.
Yep, that's what that means.
Yeah.
Can Camilla speak? It means get the fuck over here.
2 weeks later.
She's already there.
2 weeks. Yeah, she's already there. She's chilling.
We just get a message. You're late, and then we never see Camilla.
You get
like
there.
5 minutes later.
when you get there, she probably fucking teleports in because she was in Waterdeep the whole time. Just to fuck with you guys.
Probably.
Oh.
But there's no definitive way of finding you that our characters know of.
You have definitive ways of finding her. She said she would know where you were.
Well, now you know where we're going.
You didn't have to find her. She knows how to find you when she needs you. That's why she keeps showing up when you guys come back.
But she might not need us now, but we need her.
Yeah, she keeps tabbing on the part. Yeah, that's true. You need her. It's the other way around.
Yeah.
She got your message.
Yeah. So I guess me and Zosa would eventually head to Loudwater.
Party, all right.
All right, split party, my favorite.
This is so. At this point, Zosa is out of the picture, like out of the. I don't know how much you guys want to play this, but this is my intent here. Is I release my mind from the concept of Zosa for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. So they unless anything else interesting happens, Verm, you just want to say that they go.
Yeah. I mean, we can. If you ever want to touch up on it, like what happens with that, that's fine as well.
Okay.
But we can just say that they're on their merry way to go deal with the situation at hand. We can touch up on that later, if need be.
Cool.
All right. What is the other 3 or 4 people doing?
Oh, would Torrent come with us, or would he go do his own thing?
Well, he kind of wanted to just hang out at the Yawning Portal, but if you need him, he'll go with you.
It's up to Torrent.
How does Torrent feel about Bandel's passing?
It hurts, but...
Too much to join?
Yeah. I think Torrent needs to be alone. So, he won't go with you.
Probably also not ready to see Camilla.
That too.
Torrent's like, well, I could try to get my hoodie back.
Yeah.
Torrent's gi. My hooded gi.
Yeah.
Yes. That's hilarious.
No,
I need my Panit's back.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
His frequent flyer card at Panit's. He's got the stamp on it.
His points cards.
Yeah, frequent diver card.
You dive in for your own lobsters at Panit's.
Oh my god.
Just don't let the lobsters like kill you, like it's a CR6 encounter.
Yeah, it's always fresh.
It's basically the aquarium that we did, but with just lobsters.
Makes a lot of sense. Torrent can breathe underwater, so it's really easy to find the best lobster.
Like a spare time job. It's a part-time job at Panit's as a lobster hunter.
Maintain the lobster tank.
Panit's is canon now, y'all.
Hell
6 hours.
Hell yeah. 6 hours later.
6 hours later.
Do they get to Loudwater?
Well, I have one question for Torrent though.
Oh.
You're up topside. You're in what I presume to be your favorite bar. Like maybe you know. Are you tempted to drink? Do you drink? What does Torrent do?
Tempted, yeah, but no.
Tempted, so I get shit faced.
Okay. Interesting. All right, that's all I have.
Gaming. Thank you
Torrent's
for
gotta
the
go see
raid.
Master Woodchip. He can't be drinking before he goes to talk to Master Woodchip.
Nightheart. Thank you for the raid. Long time no see. How are you guys, my friends?
All right, so I'm gonna just drag Zosa out of here, and I can close that character sheet. Nice.
That's what I did too.
Yeah.
Oh, before Zosa leaves, Zosa will give her 2 points of inspiration to Sir Enoth, and she'll thank him for all of his guidance and for accompanying her on the quest.
I'll give my inspiration to my backup character.
There you go.
That no one knows about.
Mm-hmm. All right. So those two venture off and start their trek to their destination, and the other four are still in the Yawning Portal.
Oh, Clipper is totally going.
Oh, really? Clipper's going on the adventure with Verm and Zosa?
I would imagine so.
Sweet. Okay.
He doesn't need to talk, so when you guys meet up with Camilla, if you meet up with Camilla, he doesn't have to talk. Like,
yeah.
He generally doesn't talk.
Loco, did you have a scene planned for Bandel's funeral? Do you want to?
Yeah, if it comes to that, yeah. If you guys go to Loudwater, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just realized that because you mentioned you had some notes you were looking at on your sheet. Well, then that might be the best use of the last 30 minutes here tonight is to do that, if you guys want.
Also to save Jeff from having to talk because he doesn't feel good.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, it's not that. It's half the party's in the Yawning Portal, half the party's going wherever, and I'm like, fuck, I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But if y'all want to do the whole funeral thing, go for it.
I think this would put a bow on the whole TPK situation.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have to for Band-Aid.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome thematically and just like with the time we have left for tonight. And then next session we can open it up with like basically a brand new party. No OGs, you know.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. So yeah, we travel to Loudwater. Where is Loudwater? How far away?
Near the High Forest, right?
Yeah, it's
it's
a
right on
little.
the outside of it.
It's a little southeast, right on the edge of the High Forest. If
Is this
you have
any-
one of the maps? If you have the Waterdeep map.
same town we had to pass through to get to the first archaeological site that Camilla took the party to, the OG party to?
Yep.
Okay.
Where is this in
We didn't go
relation?
into the town, we went past it.
Yeah, you went past it.
That was before Zosa joined, though.
Where is this in relation to the grandfather tree itself? If there is an individual grandfather tree, I don't know.
The grandfather tree is in the middle of the high forest, so it's mileage-wise, I couldn't tell you for sure. Maybe 10 to 12 miles from the middle of the forest.
Okay.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah, I don't have the map up in front of me. If somebody has it, they can share it. That'd be great. But
I can look it up.
Do you wanna take over from here?
I can, yeah.
What do we see? What do we do?
Well, as you come into the town, obviously you don't know where this cleric woman is. All you know is her name. And you maybe ask a few of the patrons of the town if they know where this woman is, and they all tell you yes. She's on what they call the high street or the main street through town, almost to the end outside of town, in what looks like a pretty run-down little shack, a house. It's a house, but it's seen better days. On the map there, if you go to the right a little bit, Bash, you'll see the grandfather tree, and then go a little bit more right and down to the right, you should see Loudwater. A Unicorn Run, you'll find out here in just a minute, is where Band-Aid grew up. And this map doesn't show it for some reason. It's right there at the split of that river, I believe. That kind of goes up and to the right. I believe it's right at the split of that river. Anyway, and they tell you to go to the end of this town, or not at the end of this road. And you do, and you find it's seen better days. It's not falling apart, but it's not what it used to be. You can tell. And if you knock on the door, and a really, really old lady, she's haggard by time and the elements, it looks like. She's very wrinkled up, but her eyes still look young. She's, your best guess would be pushing 100 years old. She is a human. Silver white hair, hunched over just a little bit. And as the door opens, she sees, I don't know how many other, 4 of you. There's a Kenku, there's Verm, what?
Zosa and Band-Aid's body.
Oh, okay, well, yeah. And there's also a younger woman, possibly between 40 to 50, also human, with her. And she, yes, can I help you?
Yeah, you take the lead.
Firm would walk up wearing Band-Aid's scarf. He has
She looks at it kind of quizzically. She kind of almost turns her head as she looks at you, but she says nothing.
In his right hand, he has the arcane focus that's like a basketball in Verm's hand. And he looks up to the lady and says,
That's it. I just put it in the Yawning Portal chat. It's about almost 8, maybe 10 inches long. It weighs a good pound and a half. But you knew that on Band-Aid's chest, it looked like it was about 1.5 inches, well, 3 inches long, as big as he was.
He'll look up to the old lady and younger, well, middle-aged lady, and he will say, my friend Band-Aid, he taught me a lot in the small time that I knew him, and he changed my life a lot. However, couple weeks ago, he met his end to a very evil person, and he left a note for me, and I'll pass her the note if she wants to read it.
As you say, that he passed, you see her, she buckles physically. Her knees give way, her eyes kind of roll back in her head, and the woman standing next to her grabs her and keeps her from falling on the floor. And the younger woman helps the older woman to a chair, a pretty rickety old chair around a wooden table. The house maybe has 3 rooms: the main room with the fireplace, this small table with 2 chairs, and there is a bench along the other 2 walls, and then there's a bedroom, presumably a bedroom that you see a doorway to. The woman is like almost gasping for breath, the older woman. The younger woman looks at you and says, you knew Band-Aid?
Yeah.
And the older woman, you hear her say, not my bear. Not my big bear. And so go ahead. Yeah.
I will say, I knew him well in the time that I knew him. It seems I need to learn more about his past and what affected him to join the cause of helping us, but I wish to find a place for him to rest, and I presume to learn the ways of which he did for us.
As you're saying this, the older woman it kind of sits up a little bit, leaning against the table. The younger woman brings her a cup, a stone cup of water, and she sips it. And she begins to tell you the story of Band-Aid, that when he was approximately 12 years old, he, of course, grew up in the high forest. And one day he was in the forest, just doing what most boys do at 12 years old. He was just adventuring and things, and he came upon a group of 3 men who had killed a young doe deer. And they were in the process of skinning it, and they were laughing, and as Band-Aid saw this, he ran up screaming and crying at what they had done to this doe. While he was in a fit of anger, rage, and sorrow, one of the men came up from behind him and slit his throat and left him to die there. After a period of a week, he was found by his clan and his family, and they brought him to Tildy, is the old lady's name. She was still is a very high-level cleric, and she raised dead on Band-Aid, was able to bring him back to life, although his vocal cords were damaged beyond repair. And she looks at you with kind of a gnarled, skinny, bony finger and says, that scarf that you wear now is what Band-Aid used to hide the shame that was brought upon him. He stayed here with me until he was 25 years old. At that time, he went back into the high forest where he met with his family and his clan. He stayed there another 25 years until one day he found, and she points another bony finger at the stone that you hold. He found this stone in the river glowing blue as you see it. And as he picked it up, the runes that you see on the stone are Furbolg for healer. At that time, he went back to his family and his clan, and the elders there inscribed on his chest the Furbolg code, along with the same runes that you see. At that time, he was ordained a healer by his clan. He was sent out by his clan to find an adventuring party and cling to that party and do all he could to keep them alive as they adventured. And with that, the tears rolling down her face, she says, "My big bear." And with that, that's kind of the end of her story. She doesn't say much else.
Verm will lay the scarf on the table where she's sitting at.
No,
as well as
you were his friend. It is only fitting that you wear this in honor of the big bear.
What's your name? I know it's said in the note, but I want to make sure we're talking to the right person.
My name is Tildy. This is my daughter, Jasmine.
Well, we do have some business to take care of still. However, I do plan on coming back and learn more about the person who saved our lives multiple times, and to his best ability try to keep us from danger.
I wish I was younger. I would take you to his clan. Perhaps my daughter will suffice. She too is a cleric after my own family, but I am too old and feeble to make the journey now.
Will you be fine here on your own?
Yes, I will be fine. Yes, I will spend the days reminiscing of my big bear and the love we had for one another.
Okay. Well, I will come back hopefully soon, and when I do come back, we will try to find his clan.
Yes, what we have is yours. If you need meals or sustenance or water, what we have is yours. Any friend of Band-Aids is a friend of mine and my daughter's.
Okay, do you mind if I talk to your daughter real quick? There's something that Band-Aid wanted to say to her that I think she should hear by herself.
Oh, yes, of course.
So I'm assuming we go somewhere else. I would put 144 gold in her hands.
Oh my, this is not necessary.
I know it's not, but I'm paying it forward for everything he's done for me.
everything I have heard about kobolds, excuse me, you are a goblin, is not what you are representing. I see now why Band-Aid called you his friend.
Well, I didn't always act like this. I was just a stupid goblin when we first met.
As I know Band-Aid would have said, it doesn't matter how we start out in life. It is how we finish it. Thank you.
Well, you continue.
She bends down, gets on one knee, and gives you a big hug.
I go limp now. I'll give her a hug back.
Like a ragdoll in her hands.
Pretty much.
As she finishes hugging you, she looks over and she sees the wrapped body. And she spins and runs into the house.
Yeah, I imagine there's like a wagon we've been traveling with. So we've just got our provisions, we've got a couple horses, and then the body of Bandel Dayton, wrapped with care and adorned with many flowers and branches and things like that Zosa has been collecting along the way. It looks like a pretty long journey, honestly.
And I imagine that when she's running back, looking back at the cart for a split second, looking at the house and looking back, Camilla would just be lined up or just kind of propped up against the wagon, waiting.
Zosa has been hanging back.
Oh, have you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you hanging out by the wagon or Ben?
Oh, did you say Camilla?
Yeah.
He was joking.
Yeah.
Oh, so Camilla didn't go with us?
I figured we're meeting here.
She said she would meet you here.
Okay. Yeah, Zosa has been hanging back some. She's attending to the body. She's kind of making preparations for it to be dismounted from the wagon, perhaps. Pending, whatever you say. She would want to go and say some words.
Clipper
share condolences.
Clipper is definitely helping Zosa. Unless Zosa doesn't want help.
Zosa's happy to have help. She's, I imagine we've maybe made friends along the way and just working together.
I would head back.
Clipper is surprisingly friendly despite the way he looks.
The old lady, Tildy, comes to the door and says, if you wouldn't mind, could you take Big Bear to his family? They live in the city of Unicorn Run. It's actually a river, but there is a town where his clan, his family, live. They would be most appreciative, I'm sure, and would know what to do with his body.
Mrs. Dayton, if you would but show us the way, then we will take him to the ends of the earth for all that he has done for us.
You see the little old lady kind of blush and hold her hand up. It would be my honor to bear that last name, but that is not my last name. His family is inside the forest at Unicorn Run. He was never married, although I'm sure he would have made someone a wonderful husband.
Zosa nods. I don't think she got to hear the conversation that you had with Verm.
No, yeah.
And so she says, "You are not his mother, his guardian as he was growing up. You seem too young, honestly, for him. I was under the impression he was quite old."
Oh, for a Furbolg, no, he was not old at all. He stayed with me for 25 years. he went back into the forest for another 25. And he did a few things in between that, but he'd stopped here on his way to go adventuring. This was, maybe 9 months, a year ago. He left to go adventuring, to be that healing force of the grandfather tree. I had not seen him since then.
Would you like to see him now?
She bursts out in tears. I cannot imagine what my big bear looks like now. But if it is not too much trouble. She hobbles out to the wagon, and obviously she cannot get up into the wagon. She's too frail.
Zosa would gently pick her up and like set her maybe seated or standing in a way that she can safely get up there. And Zosa will climb up, and as she's climbing up, she'll say, Bandal Dayton saved my life. He brought me back from the brink of annihilation. He was an incredible man, and
yes.
I respected him deeply.
He touched many, and all that met him. He was a very good man. She opens up the shroud around his face. She kind of gently brushes the fur around his face and leans down and gives him a big kiss on the cheek and says to him, "Rest well, my little one. Rest well." And she says, I am ready. And she reaches out to you to help her down.
And Zosa has tears streaming down her face. And she smiles at this old woman and says, "He was a light against all darkness. And though he is not with us physically, he will always be with us here." And she points at her heart. She helps the old woman down very carefully.
As her feet touch the ground, she looks Zosa in the eye and says, "You knew him."
Sam.
You know, believe me, the words you say, you knew him. And with that, she kind of turns and hobbles back into her house.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
She turns as she gets to the doorway and says, "Thank you for bringing my big bear to see me."
And pangs of guilt flow through Zosa's heart. And she says, "You are most welcome. We will take him, we will bear him to Unicorn Run, so he can be with his clan again."
As she turns, she nods her head and just goes back in the house. Is Verm still inside the house?
Verm would have started a conversation with the daughter.
Oh, okay. You can do that real quick, I guess. Yep.
I would just be talking about where's he from? Like, where did he actually grow up from? Asking questions like that.
Yep. And she'll tell you that it was inside the high forest in a clearing, a town of a clan called Unicorn Run, which is also the name of the river that runs through the high forest.
I would ask her what Band-Aid meant to her.
She the tears well up in her eyes and she bows her head and says 4 words: more than life itself.
Would you like to accompany us to Unicorn Run?
Oh, I appreciate the offer, but I am too old and frail. I am afraid I cannot make the journey. I have already said my goodbyes to him. I cannot tell you how much it means to me that you brought him here. I would have hated to have found out through some other means and not been able to say my goodbyes.
Well, it was the right thing to do. I'm glad that he left something behind to tell us that you guys meant a lot to him as well.
Yes.
Would she have read through the letter I gave her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to know? The money is not necessary, but she kind of looks around for a moment. But it will be put to good use, I can assure you.
Keep it. It's the least we could do. It's what he would have wanted. And I'll say, I plan on coming back here at a later date, but we need to go put him to rest.
Yes, please. You are, and your friends are welcome here anytime.
Well, thank you for that offer, and I will walk out and head back to the wagon.
The daughter kind of follows you out, and she kind of just nods and then closes the door very slowly behind you as you leave.
All right, you make
Off
your
to
way.
Unicorn Run.
Yeah. You make your way to the wagon, and all of a sudden you begin to hear movement of something or someone from the other side of the wagon. You kind of get that strange, like, what? And you go to like look around behind, and as you poke your head around, you hear a familiar voice, and that's where we're gonna hold till next week.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. And
the voice is like, "Hello, boy." It's like, oh fuck.
Hello, boy.
Hello, boy. What are you doing?
What you doing up
so
here?
messed up?
This is me old hunting grounds.
That'd be so messed up.
Funny running into you all here.
The accent specifically for this purpose.
Come to desecrate the corpse with me, have you?
Bravo 6 going dark.
She's not raising you again, is she?
No more
I'll see to that. Anyway, other programming that we have here on the channel, all times that I say, stretching, will be Central Standard Time. Mondays, we have Stormlord's Wrath with DM Sammy. He's the one over all the way to the left on your screen that says Lone Wolf Gaming. That is a YouTube exclusive stream. It starts at 8. And here on the Twitch channel, we have Storm King's Thunder with DM Esquire, also known as Seth or Coven MTG. That starts at 7 p.m. Tuesdays, we keep saying it, but it's finally becoming true. Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage with Lord Praetor himself, Duff 563. That starts at 7:30. They are so close to the end of that module that it's been going on for a long time. Wednesdays we have Tales of the Sanguine Isles with Mech 45. That starts at 8. It's a lot of fun. I'm not biased at all. Thursdays, Tales from the Yawning Portal with us. You already know because you're watching it right now, but we start normally at 8 Central. Fridays, we have Tomb of Annihilation with DM Mandy. She's like on the screen somewhere. The script's covering it up. That starts at 8 Central here on the Twitch channel. Also a lot of fun. And I'm not biased at all on that. Saturdays, we have Rise Up Against the Slave Lords with Lord Praetor himself. That is our Greyhawk meets 5e campaign, or whatever you want to call it. That starts at 9 Central.
That was a lot of fun. I'm not biased or anything.
Yeah, exactly right. Sundays, right as of right now, we have no programming. Things are subject to change. But anyway, non-stream shows. We used to call it a limited run, but they decided to make it unlimited. Ha ha ha. And just turned it into a full-on campaign, and that is our Savage Worlds East Texas University game with DM Eric B. He was in chat earlier today. That is non-streamed. It is pre-recorded, edited, got some post work done, and then uploaded onto YouTube. So if you want to catch that or any sessions for any of our programming that you missed, go check out the YouTube channel. All of our stuff is uploaded there like within the week after it airs. Also, if you want to keep up to date on any news, any happenings, any exclusive games, or like spur of the moment type announcements of sorts, link your Twitch up to our Discord. Join the Discord channel because that's pretty much where all the information happens. That also being said, we'd like to thank our sponsors. The Druid's Den, it's your place for magical supplies and apothecary needs. Their website is thedruidsden.com. Support Mama Praetor's newest endeavor. We love Mama Praetor's stuff. It's good stuff. Highly recommend it. Also, Total Party Kill Games. They've sponsored several sessions of this particular campaign before, but now they are a full channel sponsor. And they are, in case you don't know, they are creators of dark fantasy Dungeons and Dragons compatible products, plus hilarious card games and more. You can find them at www.totalpartykill.games and check out their latest release of products. And that's pretty much all I got. Do you guys got anything you want to add, plug, so on and so forth?
My beef.
Not a mine.
Your beef. Also, something that myself and a couple other DMs have started is like hanging around in the like public Discord voice chat channels in case anybody watching wants to chill and like ask questions or just chat about game stuff, this and that. I might hop in there and do that for a little while tonight. It won't be for very, very too awful long, maybe, because I feel like crap because of, stuff. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hit the outro video, and we'll see you all hopefully tomorrow for Tomb of Annihilation.
Heck yeah.
Bye-bye,
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Be safe, everyone. Moif.